everyone, it's Katsaya. I'm back to give you an inside look of how I brought my song Move On to life. Back in 2017, right after Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico, everyone here was left without electricity, internet, water for months. One of those days, while I was in my house in the darkness, this phrase came to my mind.
I need to move on, no matter how much I have lost.
That line became the heart of the song Move On. A reminder that even in the darkest moments, we can find the strength to keep going. Years later, I decided to develop the idea. I remember I was at the program Berkeley in Puerto Rico, and I was working on the chord progressions for the song with some jazz influenced chords. Then when I moved to LA and I was at MI College of Music, I needed to pick 3 songs to work on, and I decided to work on Move On. It was one of the songs that I first brought to my amazing and awesome mentor in songwriting, Robin Randall. I remember it resonated with her. I think this song helped us to bond together. I learned so much about songwriting with her that I'm so grateful. This is gonna be like a great memory of that great start. At first, I didn't even have verse 2. 0 verse 2, like just verse, like an interlude and chorus, like that was my song. And she was like, where is verse 2? Like, let's say more about the song, let's develop the idea. So I added a second verse and I added a bridge, and I'm happy that I added that because that goes deep into what I was feeling and into the message of the song. Second verse goes deeply into my vulnerability. That is when I talk about the downside, when I was like losing hope. And the bridge talks about that feeling of us as a community and how we needed to move forward even though there were so many obstacles, in a way, like literally like trees as obstacles. The song speaks about that pause that we all felt after the hurricane, because I know everyone had their own plans, and this was like, stop doing everything and now focus on survival. I had plans to start writing music, producing it, releasing it, start doing live shows, and everything had to be stopped. All we could think about was to find food, find water, and help each other to get over it. That was beautiful because everybody was thinking about helping each other, and that brought us together. That was like a light in the middle of the darkness. We realized the importance of not waiting for opportunities to come, that we needed to create them. This experience shaped the message of the song Move On. I include images in the song of how I was feeling. That's why I talk about staring at the trees after the storm. All the leaves were gone. That was the image we all were having. And also of how I felt during those times. From the moments of despair and almost losing all hope to the courage of keep going. In the end, the song became more than a song to me. It's a reminder that no matter the obstacles, we can find our way forward. For this one, I spent a long time producing. We tried so many alternatives, and the problem was that they were all good. So I started with a draft in Logic. That's how I used to work. I created the beat myself, I added the piano chords, the bass line. Thinking about that, afterwards, musicians were going to record it based on the draft. And then I created the sheet music. I gave it to the musicians. On the piano, we have the amazing Karen Hammack, the incredible Keif on the bass, and Antoine Salem on the electric guitar, with a wonderful solo guitar at the end of the song. Blair Shotts recorded the drums. Chris Cordero and Erwin Toussaint Toset. How do I say your... Ervin, how do I say your last name? Chris Cordero and Ervin Toset were in the engineering of the drums recording. Because we were recording drums on different days because I was trying different grooves. We were experimenting and playing around with different feels, different grooves. This was one of the alternatives we had. This was another one. I also added a string arrangement, and for the recording of those violin parts, I remember that when I arrived to LA, I stayed at an Airbnb, and it happened that the host, Rosalind Bell, plays the violin. She ended up being my friend, and I was like, I need to invite her to play on this song. And she said yes, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of the behind the scenes of that recording. Also, Katsuya Sasaki helped me adding more layers to those strings in the production, so thank you, Katsuya, it was awesome. Finally, we nailed it down to the final perfect groove we were looking for. The production journey was intense, and I admit I might have gone a little overboard. I had some instructors telling me, Tetsaya, you need to move on from this song. Have you ever worked on a project for months that at a point you feel like you don't want to listen to it anymore? So that happened to me. I remember I needed to have like a break of a couple of days of not listening to it because I needed like a break. I wasn't liking anything. But yeah, like afterwards I came back and I was like polishing it. Then I learned a valuable lesson about my perfectionism, and is that I need to let myself grow on releasing the project as it is at that moment. It will show who I am in that moment. Later, if I continue working on more projects, I can show my growth. If I do better the next time, it's okay. It's okay if I look back and I don't have a perfect song in the past. It will show my growth time after time. Later, we did a music video for it. I'm gonna talk more about it in another video. And it ended up winning first place at a film festival in France. The song also charted on the R&B Soul iTunes charts in Germany. So if you haven't listened to it yet, it's out in all streaming platforms. Also, it's here on YouTube. You can look for it. I can put a link to the video at the end of this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and activate the bell to get notified when I publish more videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below, connect with me on social media, and let's keep spreading positive messages through music. Thanks for joining me in this journey. Until next time!